Right. You mean to tell me that you have the original cast reunited in the reunion movie? Is that correct? Hello? Hello?
I really hate that man.
Before I get started, I'd like to kindly ask that you hit the like button and please subscribe to the channel for more content just like this.
Come on. Do it! Do it!
So the first trailer for Jurassic World Dominion has finally been released. And you can literally take it one of two ways. One, it's just another example of Hollywood recycling shit from the past because they know nostalgia is all the craze these days. Let's face it, bringing back legacy characters in new movies is basically a trend at this point. The other way that you could take it is that at the very least, they were smart enough to give us the original 3 cast members in one scene together. Something that Disney Star Wars wasn't smart enough to do in the sequel trilogy with Han, Luke, and Leia.
We give them what they want!
As I've always said, there's a fine line between nostalgia bait and proper fan service. And which one this particular movie will be depends on how these legacy characters will be used, and how they contribute to the overall story being told, and that remains to be seen. Honestly, pleasing me with a Jurassic movie is actually pretty easy. I actually find some level of personal enjoyment in 4 out of the 5 Jurassic movies that already exist. Not you, Fallen Kingdom.
That is one big pile of shit.
And the reason for me that a movie like Fallen Kingdom is the outlier here is because they got too cute with the story and they tried to add all these extra layers that made the movie feel convoluted and honestly not well written. When people go to see a Jurassic movie, honestly, they just want to see dinosaurs chasing people. That's the biggest selling point of a movie like this. We certainly don't need subplots about human cloning or this weird dinosaur black market that no one seems to know about.
That's right, it stinks!
The other good thing that Jurassic Park has always done is ask difficult questions about life. If you remember, Ian Malcolm's whole issue with John Hammond creating the original Jurassic Park was that he wasn't sure if dinosaurs should or could coexist with humans on the same planet. And based on the Jurassic World Dominion trailer, it feels like that concept is coming full circle, and I do like that.
I like it a lot.
Only this time it's in a much more obvious way, as dinosaurs are literally living amongst us, free to do whatever they want. So I do believe there is a good story to tell there as it pertains to the message of the original Jurassic Park. I just hope that the filmmakers were smart enough to really embrace that idea. The trailer opens up with a voiceover from John Hammond himself, again bringing things full circle. Chris Pratt's Owen character looks to be doing his best Yellowstone impersonation as he wrangles up some dinosaurs like he's some kind of cattle rancher.
Why?
We see that the raptor Blue now has a baby, which could fall into this stereotype that Hollywood does now where they have to have this cute baby character in almost every movie. It didn't have those big eyes and rosy red cheeks like Baby Yoda does, but it's still something to think about. I have to point it out because I just hate it when movies are constantly following trends. Owen is still trying to hide and protect Blue, but that's coming with complications, even more so now that she has a newborn.
That makes sense.
We get a voiceover that says humans and dinosaurs cannot coexist, which again lends itself to the idea that I mentioned earlier in this video. As this is happening, we get a shot of a Mesosaurus attacking what looks to be some kind of fishing boat. We also get a quick shot of the T-Rex kind of rampaging through a drive-in movie theater. So it looks like we're going to have a lot of dinosaur on civilian chaos happening in this movie, which is probably a good thing.
This stuff will make you a goddamn sexual Tyrannosaurus. Just like me.
The whole T-Rex bit did make me feel a bit nostalgic for The Lost World because it reminded me of the end of that movie when the T-Rex rampages through the city. And it's got me thinking about how we might get kind of an extended version of that in this movie. And this is where we see the reintroduction of Alan Grant and Ellie Sattler. Alan Grant in particular I thought looked great, and he was always one of my favorite movie characters growing up. I just hope that he is treated with the level of respect that he deserves, because that's always a concern when you bring back these old characters. I I will say that it appears that they are keeping with the theme of him getting pulled into a situation that he wants no part of. It's classic Alan Grant, let's be honest. We also see Ian Malcolm doing his Ian Malcolm thing and bringing a little bit of reality to this situation. We also see Claire running on rooftops, not in heels this time, trying to get away from some raptors. There are some glimpses of some new dinosaurs that we haven't necessarily seen yet. There's a feathered one. There's also a really big one that they don't really reveal the full image of. If movies have taught us anything, it's that bigger isn't always better, and if you need any better example of that, just watch Independence Day 2. Then there's a motorcycle action sequence with raptors chasing Owen, and there's also T-Rex running rampant in the city at the same time. And the trailer kind of comes to its conclusion with a giant pterodactyl attacking a flying plane, which could be pretty cool, and some more shots of Triceratops wrecking some cars, and also we get a shot of the Dilophosaurus, which we haven't seen since he killed Newman in the first Jurassic Park.
Hello, Newman.
And the final shot is of the new and old cast standing side by side, and both Alan and Owen utter the words, "Don't move," as this new large dinosaur approaches from the shadows. And Ian, of course, saying, why do they always have to make them bigger? Which is a good question.
Yeah, but your scientists were so preoccupied with whether or not they could, they didn't stop to think if they should.
Let's face it never turns out well when you genetically engineer something to be bigger. Seriously, stop doing it. Overall, it's very difficult for me to be excited about anything these days, and this could very well be a nostalgia bait trap, and I recognize that. But as it stands right now, I thought that this trailer was pretty solid, actually. There was a lot of dino mayhem, which is what we want, let's be honest. This franchise, like many others, may have outstayed its welcome, but I'm willing to give it a chance to resolve the stories from both Jurassic trilogies, hopefully in a satisfying way. So have you seen the new Jurassic World Dominion trailer? If you have, let me know what you thought about it in the comments down below. As always, please like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell for notifications, and I'll see you next time right here on Real Shift. Thanks for watching. Peace out.
Y'all be cool. Shut up.